Yeah. Yeah.
Look at me.
Benchmark, they're speaking the facts that you wanna hear. They rapping jersey, the vision is clear. Diamonds glisten like a chandelier. You know what I'm here for, like Marshawn Lynch. At clutch time, we do not flinch. Real brothers, we do not switch. Hit home runs with the right pitch. Who run the city? What to do when they hating on you? I feel like Kobe 2010. I ain't taking an L, all I need is a win. Business is business, you know how they go. You playing the seats, now it's time to grow. Tuning now, gotta be in the know. Showtime, bitch, my about to blow.
I ain't seen something else. Lousy was really. I was trying to tell you.
Podcast. What's up, bro?
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Bench Mob ENT podcast. As y'all can see, we got a full squad here tonight. We're gonna start with the guest, Nile, Godfrey in the building. He's been on the show before, is not new, but how you doing tonight?
I'm cooling, bro. I'm cooling. Glad to be here again, especially after the Cowboys win.
That's cute. Yeah, Miles, smooth operator Davenport. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. It was a good Sunday for most of us.
Yeah, just did good too. CJ, Cincinnati's very own. How you doing tonight?
I've been better, man. I've been better. But, you know, we're going to ride this. We're going to ride this ship.
And, and Greg, Mr. 2-0, how you feeling?
Doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better than Chris right now.
I ain't going to hold you. You probably are. You probably are.
It'll be all right. The cream will rise to the top. You'll be all right.
Not them.
Damn.
They ain't the green.
Oh, who ain't the cream? Joe Burrow ain't the cream?
Y'all, hey, they just him on that
Hey,
team.
Greg,
Relax.
move this way.
Move this
Move
way?
that way and like turn on it. That way you speak into it like that.
This way?
Nah, you got the mic
Oh.
right there. Yeah. That's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. So it's perfect like that. We just mentioned the games right there, but I think we got to start off right here with the Baltimore Ravens game against the Dolphins. One of the games that had a comeback win that nobody expected. Takeaways from that game. I'll start off. I think we need to have a discussion and apology tour possibly for Tua.
We should start with Greg with this one.
What? What? You know, it's funny that they were starting with me first. And don't start huffing and puffing. Because when I talked about Tua, I said he wasn't better than Daniel Jones, which I was wrong about. Yes, I was wrong about that clearly. But I wasn't talking about it. I wasn't saying that he was just terrible. I didn't say he sucks like everybody else is saying. I didn't say that.
I did not say
it
though, because Daniel Jones is in that tier of suck.
No, but I didn't see it that way though.
In that same breath where you're
but I
hyping
didn't
up
see it that
Daniel
way.
Jones, you were saying to his ass.
When I say that,
I'm sure Toe can find
Is it tape on that?
Toe can definitely
Is
there's
tape on
tape
that?
on that
There's
for
tape on
sure.
that.
There's tape on that for sure.
I blame Miles. He got me tight. That's why.
I got you tight. When I was telling the truth, I said he's better than Daniel Jones. And then
Fact.
Well, you know,
And then
I will
that's
say-
when you started taking down.
I will say this. Look, you get Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, the best receiver I've ever seen in my life, and you look amazing. I'm just saying.
it's true.
And you fix your left tackle situation. I'm just saying he's gotten a lot more to work with than Daniel Jones has since he's been in New York. Now I'm not saying Daniel Jones is better.
There it is.
I'm not saying Daniel Jones is better, but I'm just saying let's relax. Let's relax. We haven't even seen the miracle that Brian Daboll's gonna work on my dude yet. So it's not even totally fair. But hey,
Yeah, I think he's had it with him, honestly.
Like,
Deep
whatever.
down, if he had another option,
he doesn't. He does though.
he doesn't want to go to Tyrod.
Why?
That's crazy. You go to Tyrod, you're giving up. That's a sign
Yeah,
to your team. Like, yo, we about to go 6-10, guys.
First of all, I don't disagree with you, but I also think that Daniel Jones is way better than Tyrod Taylor. Is that some kind of accomplishment? No.
I
But
don't disagree.
We're supposed to be talking about
I
Tua.
also disagree.
We're supposed to be talking about
Because
the
we were
Dolphins,
talking
the Ravens.
Yeah.
We talking about the Giants.
By the way, it's because I told you about this thing about New York sports. It's a magnetic pull. When you talk about when we talk about it's because you don't know this because
It ain't a magnetic pull. It's you on the show.
it's because you see you for the Bengals. So no one wants to talk about the Bengals.
That's not what it's
No,
about.
it's not. What's in Cincinnati?
That's not what it's about. It's because you just bring up Daniel Jones every chance you get.
That's it. The Bengals. That's it. No, but
I'm going to throw Tua stats out there to get back on Tua. 36 of 50, 469, 6 touchdowns, 2 picks, only was sacked 1 time. Stat to know, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. First pair of teammates in NFL history with 10-plus receptions, 150-plus receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns in the same game.
Wow, they both had 150 plus.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
That's the main thing with that team, though. You just get it to the weapons, and those two, they're like the fastest receivers in the league. So that's why you get a Tyreek Hill. Teaming with Waddle, you know Tua's not going to light you up like Mahomes would, but he's good enough to get it to the weapons.
I think the other thing we got to mention, though, like respectfully, we talk about Tua throwing, the passes short on the long ball. Tyreek Hill is like one of the fastest players in the league. You can't really throw that on a dime with Tyreek Hill. He's outrunning pretty much every ball.
Has Pat Mahomes ever like really overthrown the guy? Like Pat, known huge arm. Yeah. You're not overthrowing Tyreek Hill. So like I totally agree. Like the slander on Tua's arm for being a little short on a Tyreek Hill pass. If you look at it, he was short on one of the passes, and Tyreek Hill's 4 yards in front of the corner.
I'm sorry, just got a little. Jalen Hurts threw a 50-yard.
Yo, why is he good? Like, he's not supposed to be good for real. Like,
nice little pass. That's what Greg.
53 yards.
That's what Greg. 53. 53.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree. Pretty good for running back.
Completely agree with what you were saying.
Yo, don't get started on this, bro. Don't try to act like you're some kind of civil rights activist right now on the podcast. Yeah, you try to act. You blow my. What'd you say about Lamar Jackson on the podcast?
I say he's gonna win MVP.
Yo.
Yes, I did.
This is 3 episodes straight. You bring this up.
No.
He's trying to push this narrative.
No, you said Lamar black ass can't. He said his exact words.
There's no receipts. There's no nothing. We just keep promoting this
propaganda. He said you think Lamar black ass, Matty Johnson, the way he throw bounce passes.
That's crazy. That's right.
Yo, each episode,
he's gonna keep bringing it up.
He asked
to deflect. That's him deflecting. That's it.
On the flip side, Lamar obviously needs to be paid. 21 to 29, 318, 3 touchdowns, 9 carries, 119, had that 75-yard run. Lamar is pretty much the Baltimore Ravens. Literally. J.K. Dobbins was out again, so maybe we see J.K. Dobbins come back and, it's a little bit more balanced and he gets some more help.
You would think, you would hope so, but Lamar's showing why he deserves to get paid. 4 total touchdowns, no turnovers.
His mama somewhere is smiling as the agent, like he gonna get paid.
He didn't lose that game. I mean, that's not on him. He did his part.
Oh, he is 10 for 10.
Oh, that's wild. Yo, we're watching the game live, so when y'all see this is why. Jalen Hurts is 10 for 10 right now, so that's
154.
For the people know,
2 TVs.
That's different.
In Greg's eyes, Tua sucks, Hurts sucks.
You don't like?
I didn't. Yo, first, what's funny? The Hurts criticism I had is actually pretty fair. Playing him in division, he's never played. He has never played, and I didn't think that. And I didn't think that last year he had like 4 picks against us. He hasn't played the Giants well once. Seriously, look at the numbers. If I'm lying, I don't remember him playing us well once. It wasn't like when I slandered Dak and Dak came in and fried us and it just never stopped. It wasn't like that.
That was his rookie year.
That guy, huh?
That was his rookie year, pretty much.
Jalen
Hurts.
Well,
he's taking a step forward. He's taking a step forward. I'll give him that. He's taking a step forward. But last year he had the best O-line in football, or like the second best O-line in football, and you couldn't throw a 5-yard out last year. So I didn't know what to really make of that.
This is gonna be beautiful though, because at this rate, if they keep going like this, all them jokers that was mad at us on TikTok about Greg's take on Kirk Cousins. Yes. Y'all was arguing with me today. Greg's stupid, this, that, and third. Oh, we're going to save this for after the game. Mm-hmm. I want that same energy on the post tomorrow.
This TikTok?
TikTok. Joker's going crazy. They hate you on TikTok on the set.
Bro, he has perhaps the best wide receiver in the NFL. Yeah. And he's still a bum. I'm not. Look, check down low. He's gonna run now. I'm not like, come on, man.
Yes, sir, Kirk, get that first.
He would be rooting for Kirk.
This guy's not it.
Get that first, baby.
You would be rooting for Kirk. Hey,
great agent though. Shout out to his agent.
He is. Hey, I'll say this too. The Tua thing, I don't want to gloss over that. He's really nice. He's like that. And I think the thing that's I don't like is the conversation people are having out there talking about his arm. His arms that we're talking about. They're making all these excuses to bring this guy down. I don't really understand what that's about. He's clearly it. He can clearly play at a high level, and you're going to win a bunch of games, win playoff games with him. He's 17-8 since he became a starter in the NFL. He wins games. He wins games.
The crazy thing with that.
Because he's what?
He's brown skin.
So now he's trying to change the image because he's what's that dude name? Clarence Thomas. He's Clarence. What's his name?
Clarence Thomas.
Oh,
Wait, which one?
The Supreme Court justice, the racist black dude.
Yeah, so crazy.
You see this? It's crazy. The thing with Tua too is like it's crazy because every time they get a chance, since he's been here, they've tried to get somebody else. They wanted Lamar, they wanted Tom Brady. Who else did they want? They wanted Joe Burrow. We're supposed to lose games for Joe Burrow. They've really never wanted Tua since he got there.
Right.
Now you get a coach that believes in him and is in a quarterback-friendly offense.
Yeah.
Setting him up to succeed. Another crazy game because it was a crazy slate of games on week 2. Week 2 was not complete, obviously, because of Monday night going on. But the Jets scored 14 points in the final 82 seconds with no timeouts. Throw this stat out here, and then y'all can give me your takeaways on this game. NFL teams have won 2,229 consecutive games when leading by 13 points in the final 2 minutes. Yesterday was the first game in 2,229 games that a team actually came back to win, being down 13 points with 2 minutes left.
Just before you start, I know you're gonna get on the soapbox. No, you'll get to go right now because it's your team. I said in the chat that one was lucky yesterday. He told me get out of it. He basically called me a bozo for saying that.
Well, yeah, of course it's luck.
The statistics.
What?
Okay, so how was I hating then?
Because you were hating. Who's bringing that up when we just won? That's the first thing. Hold on. So if that happens in the Super Bowl, you should have never won a ring.
I said that when Tom Brady came back from 25 points down. I was not saying the same. I said the same thing. I ain't know y'all then, but I was saying that.
You're not gonna say anything about it.
Oh boy! All right, go ahead. Get on your soapbox on the Jets.
No, I want to hear from you.
So let's hear about your first wins in segregation.
First win. See, when a team starts winning for the first time since Odell on the boat, then they want to talk trash. So it's cool. Nah, it was a good win, and we're starting to see a pretty good receiver in Garrett Wilson emerge.
He's nice.
It just makes you think, why didn't he play more in week 1? Because, I mean, when he was on the field, he was making plays. Yesterday, he was making plays. 8 catches, 102, and 2 touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty elite right there. So, and that's what Joe Flacco throwing him the ball. Even though, shout out to Joe Flacco, he played pretty good against a pretty good bang. I'm getting ahead of myself. Browns team.
He's envisioning.
That's crazy.
Putting the beat down on y'all next week. He's envisioning it already.
I'm getting ahead of myself. But,
Crazy, yo. Let's go back to LA, bro.
I'm feeling like, look, y'all. I ain't gonna say that.
it's a good win. And it was a good win because it's backing up what the coach said. He's taking receipts. You look bad if you say that as a head coach in New York.
Taking receipts on what?
Taking
You didn't
receipts
hear
on
that?
everybody
Everybody
hating on
smack talking.
the Jets. Yeah.
You say he's taking
Yes,
taking
that's a
receipts.
bold thing to say.
Yeah,
Because it's really
He's gonna pay for that.
Yeah,
That's not gonna age well. That is.
It's not. It's not.
It usually
already
doesn't
aging
in
well.
New York. In
It's
New
not
York
already
in
aging
general,
well.
Jets been
because-
down in inches for like 6 years. Like my whole life
That's
been
why
down
I
in
was
inches.
my
bro,
point.
our whole life has been bad. But there was 2 years where y'all had Mark,
And it looked.
and it was cute. Everything was like, oh, AFC Championship,
Both
AFC
of them.
title. We losing. Not getting to where you need to get. So, and then after that,
Saying you're taking receipts as the Jets head coach is madness.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's
Matt
not like I
Bowles.
had a winning season last year. So what receipts are you really
What are you talking about?
taking? But I agree though. That was great. The team backing it up because, New York media.
They
that
can't wait to
headline?
get on him. They can't wait, bro. He better win some games this year.
thank you, Kurt.
So what? Yeah, next week we not. I want to get ahead to projections. And all that. By the way, he makes me mad rooting for Kirk. He really rooting for Kirk.
Nah, I'm rooting for my
No,
take
look.
on
Even
them
his,
winning the
even
division.
his
And
touchdowns
rooting
are
for Kirk.
check downs, bro.
Oh my god.
2-yard check
That's
down
a TD.
for a TD.
What you mean 2 yards? Anything gonna be 2 yards in the red zone.
Right, but that's every
Get the
throw.
five.
Every throw this whole drive, 5 yards.
I also
7
want to say
yards,
that
2 yards,
was
two
a
elite runs.
that was a
Broke
design
50.
layup by Kevin O'Connell. It was not Kirk Cousins being a quarterback
He's a
genius.
bum.
That was a design layup by a
Why you
good
got to
offensive
be a
coordinator.
quarterback genius? Why can't he be a good game manager?
Oh my god.
Because who manages games for $90 million? Guaranteed.
Hey,
Who?
get the hell out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Hey, you gotta stop with this Joe Burrow
That's crazy.
slander.
You don't like Joe Burrow?
No, he's cool. He's cool.
He's-
He just
You
give me a
can't
hard
be
time.
saying Joe Burrow is cool when your quarterback is Zach Wilson.
Greg.
Don't do that. 'Cause
Right.
but I'm not slandering Joe Burrow. So don't say I know what I got.
You're right.
But I'm not slandering Joe Burrow. When Zach Wilson, your quarterback, he's too busy having sexual relationships with the moms. You
That's
can't.
tough, though.
Yeah,
As a quarterback, you're
He's
supposed to do that. As a quarterback, certain things you are supposed to do, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
Like that's one of
Never
them you're supposed to
seen
be.
Any Given Sunday? That's what you're supposed to do as a quarterback.
Like you're supposed to cause rifts within the organization. Like you need to shake something up. Jets ain't had nothing happen in a while. Shake it up. Shake it up, Zach. He a BYU kid. We think he's a good guy.
Said we not
No,
keeping
he's
the main
I
thing,
hard.
don't
the
think
main
none of
thing.
BYU
He's a
kids are
scumbag.
good guys are good people. We know that. I don't think none of them are good people.
They just take the shield of BYU.
That's it.
It's like, yeah, I'm a good guy. Mormon.
I think it's a perfect transition to talk about that Cowboys-Bengals game. I'm going to let the Cowboys and the Bengals fans start it off. All I can say when I was looking at that man Micah Parsons is really crazy.
Yeah.
And my bad, Cowboys Nation. Nah, I said the season was over. But
I said the same thing.
See,
I
I
totally-
fake believer.
I totally forgot.
Yeah, I think it's
The
fair.
legend.
Cooper Rush has been in the offense for years.
Years, bro.
Years. Noah Brown has been in the offense for years, and we saw that. Noah Brown went crazy. My bad, Cowboys Nation. They talking about Dak might come back in 4 weeks. I still think it's 6 to 8. I don't think he should rush back.
They're not gonna
Carter.
run it back.
I mean,
I don't think he should rush back. But how Cooper Rush played, managing the game, they can stay afloat till Dak gets back. But I'll get a floor to nah.
I mean, yeah, the defense stepped up. It's been like that honestly since last year. Even when Dak had his great, first half of the season, and then towards the second half, he was kind of tailing off. Now the offense wasn't doing anything. Zeke wasn't doing anything second half of the year because he was hurt. And the defense has been stepping up. And like you said, Micah is just, to me, he's the best defensive player in the NFL besides Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's is scary on that
Better
level.
than Von Miller?
better
For
than
sure.
TJ Watt.
For sure.
TJ
Right
Watt.
now.
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt's incredible.
TJ Watt's
TJ Watt's the only
crazy, bro.
TJ Watt's the only other person
TJ
I'll
Watt.
entertain the conversation with.
Okay.
Everyone else, I'm not even gonna entertain. Von Miller, I'm not. No.
Different playing styles too. He
Like
can do different things
because-
than Von Miller can.
the way Micah just commands a game. Like we were watching the game, right? Joe Burrow's looking at Micah every play. He's like, yo, this is the guy. Everybody, watch out for him. What happens? He's running through double teams. He's spinning off you try and put the left tackle on the left guard on him. He's causing them to triple team him, opening up sacks for guys like Leighton Vander Esch, who hasn't had a sack in I don't know how long. Like, it's just a dude that commands that. It's like how Steph Curry commands all that attention on defense. Like, this man is commanding your entire O-line to be like, we got to lock in on him. And it still doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean that's how I praise for Michael Parsons, and he deserves it. I mean, the way he gets upfield and uses his 3-step and then puts his foot in the ground and
that
cuts
third
under.
step
Oh
is
my
wild.
god! I mean, when you're that quick and you dip your shoulder and no lineman competing with that, especially not Leo Collins. But for real though, this Bengals offense is giving me a headache because they're way too talented with the playmakers that they have to be playing this poor. They're 0-2. You were the AFC champions last year.
Mm-hmm.
You went to the Super Bowl. You had the most explosive offense in the NFL, and you're coming out looking like you guys haven't played together yet. Yeah. And part of it is new offensive line. 4 of the new people came from different teams last year. There's a protection issue. There's lack of communication, and they just can't get it together. But another part of it is Joe Burrow. He's just not moving as well in the pocket. He's trying to create things too long instead of throwing it away, and he's taking unnecessary sacks. And that just killed me yesterday because there was at least 3 to 4 sacks that I counted. That's like, all right, you could have gotten out of that by just throwing the ball away. But he's trying to extend plays too much, and I get it. That worked well from last year, and that's where we got a lot of explosive plays from. But it's clearly not working this year. And you have 13 sacks over the first 2 games. It's not the trajectory you want to be on. So they got to figure it out.
I mean,
Are we
he's
having-
the same guy since he got his appendix taken out?
I mean, that's another thing too. Like, he's starting off slow, man. Like he didn't have a training camp. He had appendix surgery. Like I could make that excuse for him last week when he threw those 3 picks, 4 picks,
This
whatever
week,
it was.
no.
This week he managed better, and he still shows flashes of Joe Burrow. Like
You say he managed better?
What is going on right now?
managed the game better in terms of not turning the ball over.
What is
Yeah.
happening? Why are you talking about him like that? Why are you talking about
What
Joe
do you
Burrow?
mean?
You talking about Joe Burrow like it's his fault that this game went to crap.
I'm not
That
saying I'm
offensive
not.
line, it was a turnstile. Michael Parsons didn't even go up against anyone that yesterday. It was just them running past air.
No, but also I think that their play calling was like as a person watching, rooting for them, I was glad that they were making some of the play calls they were making.
I was just about to ask, do we have any questions on Zac Taylor as the coach?
For sure.
That should have been there.
Not as him as the coach. It's just the play calling. It's not there. It's just not there. T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd didn't get targeted the whole first quarter. You have arguably the
Best receiving core.
The best receiving core in the NFL, and this is 2 weeks in a row. They didn't target Jamar Chase the whole last quarter last game. So it's like this is the Bengals' whole MO is getting off the slow starts. All last season, we were a second half team. We get down, Chiefs come back, win that game, but it can't happen because you're digging yourself in a hole too early.
Especially in this AFC. It's a loaded AFC.
Yeah.
Since when do you give a coach an extension off of a Cinderella run?
Completely agree.
Like, it was a Cinderella run. They had a nice run, but you don't give the coach of maybe you do of Keene State a fully guaranteed lifetime deal.
Yeah, but if you've never been there, you do.
Facts.
The bar's low.
And this can be fixed.
The bar's low. The bar's not high. But that's the problem, though. I don't understand that part because that's the thing. Last year, they weren't doing anything innovative on offense. It was Joe Burrow just being incredible and Jamar Chase being incredible. That was it. And then Mixon got involved, right? Like, that's what they did. But it wasn't like they were, like, innovative offensively. It was just Joe Burrow was on. He was on it, right? He showed everybody how great he was last year. Didn't have a great offensive line. So I'm sure you'll get into it. I'm sure that team will pick it up with time. But I don't know how you justify giving that guy that big contract. Just like I don't know how you justify giving Cliff Kingsbury a big contract. It's the same logic. It's no different. You know, Kyle Murray making that guy look amazing.
Whoa.
That's a whole different conversation.
Whoa.
Kyle Murray has done that. Kyle Murray has done that. I'm not doing the recency bias nonsense over the last couple of games. Yeah, I mean, but a big part was that 2-point conversion where he ran 84 yards to score 2 points.
Yeah. Both of them, yeah. Both 2-point conversions were all him.
It's all Kyle Murray. He is the thing that makes that thing go.
When it comes,
he
dropped
Marquise
that
Brown,
thing too.
When it comes to Kyler Murray,
When it counted, he caught it though.
He counted, but he dropped because
dropped a couple of them. Yeah,
they couldn't get a clear angle. And he dropped that 2-point conversion. You've seen it hit the ground.
When it comes to the Cardinal squad, everybody's mentioning, was Kyler Murray studying. Looking at that game yesterday, for them to get, I believe it was they had a delayed game and they had a flag for that 2-point conversion, and then they had to do it again, right?
That was ridiculous.
I think we need to have a question though, too, of like, is Kingsbury studying? Because I was listening to a couple of different podcasts, different people that actually played football, because I've never played, and I'm sure you could attest to this. You're the only one here that actually played college football. Going into it, you already have your 2-point conversion plays set up. So when you get into it, it don't have to be, oh, we're figuring out what we're doing. No, it's like, all right, you already know. We practice this. We doing blah, blah, blah play.
Yeah, I mean,
Kingsbury got to wear some of the struggles too. Kyler did not look that good. He did what he had to do to win. But between the both of them, they both really sus. It's a terrible marriage between both of them. And it doesn't seem like either of them are mature enough to actually be, hey, I'm gonna have accountability that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Neither of them, because they got the same agent. That's the other thing that's wild. Wow. The agent for Kyler Murray is the same agent for the coach.
Who?
For Kyler
That's
Murray.
got to be like a first.
Yeah,
Kyler Murray's
that's
the
a lot.
level influence.
Yeah.
That's why, when it came down to it, I was saying I don't think Kyler should have got paid that money as of yet. But I agreed with Miles. I agreed with Chris. I agreed with Greg that he was going to get paid because the coach got paid. They got the same agent. Ain't no way the agent gonna take care of the coach, make sure that joker that didn't deserve an extension. Right. He ain't have a Cinderella run to the Super Bowl, and he got an extension, got paid crazy.
Texas Tech.
Well, it's almost like you
losing.
You pay the coach. It's like if you trust in me, you got to trust in my guy too. So then that's where you got to pay him at that point.
Yeah, but Kyle Murray's really good at football. Like, I would have paid him just off merit because he's really good at football. It's hard to find quarterbacks that good who can make with that kind of arm talent, that kind of ability to run and make people miss. And he's really, really good.
I mean, the throw to AJ Green was probably one of
the best. That was the best for this year. That was insane. We're talking about it like he didn't make insane plays. He didn't play great, but when he had to, he made all the plays he had to make.
Do you think,
and that's happened all over the NFL. We'll talk about more guys
from watching his games.
He's too inconsistent. Though.
Thank you. I was about to ask, from watching his games, do you think there is some merit to it though that he's not a student of the game?
I think because of how athletic he is, he gets away with not being as studious as he should be over the playbook and know what defenses are going to do.
That's where I have.
But he's so athletic.
That's where I have an issue. Because like you're relying on that heavy. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
I was watching. They was breaking it down on NFL Live. It was like 4 or 5 plays, not this game, because they didn't break down the film yet. But it was 4 or 5 games from week 1 where he's getting blitzed, safety's coming, extra linebacker coming. All he's doing, he doesn't even tell the check down. He doesn't say, "Hey, you stay out the block." No. Nothing that. As soon as they come, first thing he do, whoop, try to run.
They said Lamar did that early in his career too, but Lamar obviously got better with that with time and can obviously.
Yeah. But I think that's the thing. Lamar is probably somewhere watching film with Kodak.
Yeah. He said it was
Kyler is definitely on.
Your boy.
He'll let a linebacker fly into the backfield just to juke him, and then make an amazing play happen. But it's like you should have picked up the blitz, and we probably would have scored a touchdown.
It could have been prevented. And there's gonna be one of them plays where somebody gonna come in, you gonna try to juke them, and God forbid you get injured. And all you got to do was to tight end, bro. Don't even run a route. I need you to stay in the block.
I mean, this is a good test for him because no D-Hop for the first 6 games. You got to figure out how to make plays for someone else. Like, of course, D-Hop like top 3 receivers in the league right now. So all you got to do is throw it to him. He'll make a catch. He's dangerous, but he's not there for him for the first 6 games. So he's got AJ Green, Hollywood Brown, who they got chemistry from college, but at the same time he's in a new offense, so it's going to take him some time to kind of ramp things up. And then Ertz is washed, so it's like, who is he throwing to right now? No Edmonds.
This is again, we mentioned it last week. The crazy thing is it's only week 2, so this could get better, but we only could react to what we see so far.
Yeah. I just want to be careful about the way we have conversations about Kirk Cousins because I don't want to talk about him like he's not really like that because he is. They were 9-1 or whatever they were last year, and I know they had all those weapons. And I know they've lost a lot of them, but is that more of a function of the front office than him?
You said Kirk, so I was getting
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, we got to be careful what we're talking about Kirk too. We got to be careful what we're talking about Kirk.
He says,
we got to be careful.
Kirk Cousins ain't like that.
Kirk Cousins is like that,
I just watched him go to incompletion. That's why. He's on the brain. No, I'm sorry. Colin Murray. I want to be careful what the conversation we have about Colin Murray because I just want to, he's like that. They were 9-1 last year. He's proven some things while he's in the NFL, regardless of whether or not he's studying his playbook and playing too much COD. It's okay. Like, he's still nice. I know it's a problem long term, but short term view, if you're an organization, who are you gonna pick between who are you gonna pick? If you're gonna have to choose between Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray, who's harder to replace? It's easily Kyler Murray. Yeah, so you keep that guy and you move on, regardless of if they're the same age or not. It doesn't matter. That's all semantics.
Before you transition, right? Y'all kind of brought up the conversation, and it seamless transition is perfect because I wanted to have this conversation because right now, Micah Parsons is leading the league in sacks. So I wanted to have the conversation of would you rather, he has 4 sacks right now. Would you rather Micah Parsons edition? Would you rather, and everybody answer, some of them we might repeat because you already answered some of the questions already. Would you rather Micah Parsons, Khalil Mack?
Khalil's crazy. Khalil's crazy. Right now.
Honestly, I'd take Micah Parsons.
Right now, I'd take Parsons. Right now, Micah. But Khalil at the height of his power? This is a conversation.
Power right now, though.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
Captain Little Old Man. All right,
you want to say, Ray Lewis at the height of his power or Reggie White?
Whatever. What are you doing? He's Captain. You want to be Captain Little Old Man? It's all right. Captain Little Old Man.
Because Khalil Mack is second right now in sacks at 3.5.
Would you Khalil's D-line is also stacked.
Facts. That whole defense is stacked.
That D-line is
and you got Joey Bosa on the other side. Come on.
Like, come on, bro.
Would you rather Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett?
Myles Garrett.
That boy is different.
It's Micah, man. It's Micah.
That boy is different.
Myles Garrett.
And y'all still beat him. How different can he be? Y'all beat him.
They both messed up the Bengals.
That's what happened.
Like there was double tier Micah. What did he do to Joe Burrow, the Super Bowl? Like Super Bowl.
Relax,
the Jets O-line is better than the Bengals O-line. The Bengals O-line is some Swiss cheese.
Yeah. Hey, look, and the thing is though, we're acting like Micah's doing this to bums. Like he did it to Tristan Wirfs. Like Tristan Wirfs is the top 3 left top 3 tackle in the NFL.
I just want to
Like,
say,
and he's throwing a 340-pound man across. Get out of here, Tom. Come here, Zach.
I just want to shamelessly. I want to shamelessly plug my left tackle, Andrew Thomas. He's the best left tackle in football according to PFF.
I mean,
according to PFF,
yeah,
he's the best left tackle in football. I'm just saying.
Yo,
and you're gonna see your man.
Y'all watched the game yesterday, right?
Are we still believing PFF?
What do you mean? Complexion of that game, and
No, for as close as it was, they still had a chance to win that
they
game.
could have win. But the Giants also had a chance to blow the doors off that game, and they missed. And Daniel Jones missed some throws in that game to put them away too. So both
That's what
quarterbacks
didn't
didn't
deal with all year. So
That's not always true. His problem is inconsistency. Baker's problem is just there was no consistency at all. Like he made a couple throws that were good. Daniel Jones made big throws when he had to in that game. He made some really good throws when he had to, and that's how he won the game. We won. It was raised within, but. Nah, man, the Giants is fun. It's
he's
fun.
gonna have to
2-0.
pick it up though. Otherwise, they're gonna key on Saquon like they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. The offense, they didn't look comfortable in that first half. Daniel Jones didn't look good in that first half. But you're also starting David Sills as your ex-wide receiver. What are we like? He was playing wide quarterback like 2 years ago.
Well,
so
that's
it's
because you're $18 million.
because he can't. No, yes. So I'm saying.
Yeah.
So back to my point earlier, I said, hey, I wish they gave me Tyreek Hill and gave me Jalen Waddle, and maybe things would be a little bit different. It's not comparing apples to apples. We talk about Daniel Jones and another quarterback. It really isn't. The Giants haven't done right by that guy, but they gave him a coach who can create some easy plays for him, and he takes advantage of the layups they give him. We have layups in that offense now. They give us 15, 20 yards at a time.
Sure.
So, and that's what they're doing, and they're winning games. And the defense has allowed like 4 conversions on third down all year. It's only been 2 games with out of 28 attempts, there's been 4 of them allowed.
And is Kayvon back yet?
Kayvon and Aziz aren't back. The 2 best passers aren't even back. They'll be back in time for the Cowboys to come into town though. So that'll be fun.
Say that we're gonna do the week 3 pick.
Kayvon crazy.
We're gonna do the week 3
Has he
pick.
stepped on the NFL field yet?
Kayvon crazy.
He hasn't stepped on the field yet. I'm not worried about nobody who hasn't played. Like, you have not shown play the film. I can't even tell you if you're nice. You don't even know if you're nice. He gonna be sitting in the locker room like, yo, honestly, bro, I watched the film. This O-line look a little stout. I might be shook. Because our O-line not sweet.
Oh my God.
No way.
Oh my God. Watch his run.
Dual threat.
Watch his run. Jalen Hurts is him.
Jalen Hurts, nah, he really is,
Jalen
bro.
Hurts
He's
is
huge.
him.
I can't believe he's strong.
Eagles winning the division. My God.
Come on now. See, look, now you
Another round.
Eagles winning the division. My God.
here we go.
Another
that was clear though.
A wild card at best.
another round.
Watch his run.
Who's winning it?
The Cowboys.
This is a crazy run. Watch.
We're gonna hold it down until Dak get back, and then we're gonna go on like a 6-game winning streak.
How many games you guys winning while this man is
look.
out?
So say he's out 6 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll go 3-3.
500?
We'll go 3-3 when he's out. Yeah.
That's very hopeful.
Oh my.
We
That's
got
very-
y'all. We're
We're gonna win that game.
You
You
already
guys
won
are winning
it.
in MetLife in that game. You guys are not winning
We
that
only
game.
need 2 more wins.
You're not playing the Bengals
to
next
get
week.
3 wins.
You're not playing the Bengals next week.
We're playing a team that's honestly worse.
Huh?
We're playing a team that's worse with no
Our
confidence.
O-line is better. We're far more confident.
Look,
confident.
Y'all boys.
We're far more confident.
Y'all not more confident than the team that just came off a bowl. No,
They didn't look confident on Sunday.
yes, it's just Joe. Joe wasn't. Joe was shook because he like, look, I gotta look at Micah.
Joe was
every time I
frustrated.
say,
Joe was shook. His breast kicking?
No, I haven't need like Big Red, but
That was a good one right there. There's been a lot of quarterbacks that have been struggling. I want to go to Les Ride. I'm gonna put out this stat. The Broncos are 0-6 in the red zone, 0-5 in goal-to-goal situations. They have 3 field goals and 2 fumbles in the red zone. They won yesterday, but it still did not look good. A lot of delay of games. The Broncos fans had to count down for them like they was Giannis at the free throw line, talking about 5, 4, 3. Looking at this team, we already mentioned, you already said Nathaniel Hackett needs to be fired already after the first game. The second game, I'm pretty sure you're saying that he needs to have his bags packed and go on vacation. What are we talking about and looking in Russell Wilson's direction of how much blame he has to go for this? I just want to point out the delay of games. You're a veteran quarterback. That shouldn't happen as a veteran quarterback.
That's it right there. You're a veteran quarterback, Super Bowl champion. You got to take control of the offense. If your coach isn't,
I don't know. Coaching is
By the
hard
way,
to-
just so you know, he had Russ as the MVP
I
going
did.
into this season.
Yeah, I'm regretting it. I really didn't want to go for that guy with seeing all these stupid
Denver
toxic
though,
last year.
you picked the MVP coming out of Denver.
I thought they had a chance. Last time there was one. Wasn't it Peyton Manning? Last time it was. Peyton Manning with MVP?
Yeah, he has 60 of them because that's Peyton.
Put up 16 on
That's
those.
Peyton, no, Greg. It's Peyton.
That's not the point. Not the point. You just think out of Denver as if it couldn't be out of Denver. And I'm saying there has been out of Denver. That's what I'm saying. But
Peyton lives in the future.
huh?
Peyton lives in the future.
It's probably listening to Lecrae. You said the problem is listening to Lecrae before games.
That is a problem.
That's a problem. Listening to Lecrae before games, and that's the issue.
They're crazy cool and everything, but yeah. Pre-game,
Pre-game, bro.
that's bad vibes.
Before the games, yeah, at least not even Kirk, but it could be
Okay.
Kirk.
Could be Kirk.
It could be Kirk, bro.
Any other guy?
Any other person, bro. But nah. On a serious note, the coaching is hard to overcome. Seriously, I don't care how good of a quarterback you are. If you're a bad coach, you're gonna have a tough time. You have a bad O-line, you're gonna have a tough time. He kind of has both things working against him right now. So I don't know how much I can look at Russell Wilson and be like, oh, it's your fault.
From a delayed
you're an
game
idiot.
standpoint, it is his
Okay,
fault.
fine. That's one thing. The majority of this is bad coaching. It's not like he's the one who's responsible for this team not being able to click on all cylinders. They have a coach who doesn't even look like he knows what he's doing out there. He doesn't even look like he has an idea. And I know what that's like. I had Joe Judge roaming the sideline for years. I know what that looks like. So I know an idiot coach when I see one. And they have an idiot coach. So they have to fire him immediately because they're in for they're in for pain. What James say? Pain? They're in for pain. That's what they're in for.
That's what he said. I know an idiot coach.
Yeah, one thing that I saw about Denver, and I saw this before Russell Wilson, when he made the move, oh my God, from the Seahawks to Denver.
So running
It's
back
kind
right
of the same build as Seattle.
Mhm.
It's the same battle line.
there.
You go from battle line to battle line.
Mhm.
It's just a worse coach. You got two great wide receivers in Seattle. You got two great wide receivers in Denver. You're in the same situation
Yeah,
without
we gotta-
fans and a
We
nice
gotta
arena.
find the tape on that because that's exactly what I said. I
You
said he was
did,
going
yeah.
from because it was a couple other teams that were options, and we talked about it on the show. And I was like, Denver isn't the best place for him to go.
Hardest division
It's
too.
Denver, and it's like Denver doesn't have. I remember people they love that defense. They have a great defense. They like
Better defense
better
than the Seahawks.
defense than the Seahawks. But it's not this Super Bowl caliber defense that's going to carry you. You score 3, we'll do the rest. No, you got to put up points to win in Denver.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
It's like he's not. So
Yeah, he's right. Like, I mean, you lose Von Miller, your defense isn't quite the same. Tutane got hurt in that game, which is the last thing that team needed. There's a lot of things working against them right now. Like I said, I don't put it all on Russell Wilson's shoulders. He's fun to make fun of. The let's ride. Yeah, everyone's gonna make fun of. Everyone's gonna make fun of that. But like the reality is, when you have a bad coach, everyone suffers. I know all too well. You lose games you should win when you have a bad coach, and that guy is an idiot. He should be fired immediately. Period. The worst coach in football right now is Nathaniel Hackett. I don't even know how he got the job.
Speaking of coaches, I just want to throw his name out there too, because we talked about Baker, but we didn't mention Matt Rhule. Matt Rhule, 5-11, 5-12, now 0-2, 9 straight losses, leading in 17 of his last 19 games, 5-12 in those games.
He's gonna get fired midway through the season.
So the Giants ran out their third round pick, a rookie, guarding DJ Moore last year, last game, and they didn't target him. They targeted him one time. The one time they targeted him was a touchdown. They targeted him once. So the fireable offense, that game's a fireable offense. That was horrible coaching. Literally, the Giants won that game because the Giants just had a better coach. That was it. That was the difference in that game. Better coaches.
I will give you your credit because you pointed that out, and we did post it, so y'all need to pay attention. You mentioned that literally when we were talking about picking who you wanted to pick. You mentioned your coaching staff. If you had to boil down to it, you said it was a toss-up game between you and the Panthers, and you said you're choosing the Giants coaching staff.
Yes.
Literally said that last week.
The Giants have the coaching edge in most of the games they'll play. They have great coaches all over the place. I mean, our offensive coordinators from Kansas City you got Dayball, who's he's about. You got Wink, right? You got the coaching edge in most games you play. Most games we're going to play this year, we have the coaching edge, which is the only reason why I think they're going to win 8 games. Even with that being, they're going to win 8 games. That's why I think They're still a rebuilding team, but they're going to win a bunch of games that you wouldn't think they're going to win because of the coaching edge. Coaching matters more in football than any other sport. Coaching matters. That's the bottom line.
It really does.
So yeah.
We have the game, of course, where we talk about start, bench, and cut. I want to do who would you bench first based off of how they played? Looking at Matt Ryan in Indiana, Derek Carr, or Mitch Trubisky.
Who was the first one? Matt Ryan.
I would bench.
Matt Ryan, Derek Carr, Mitchell Trubisky.
I feel like you bench Mitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a given. I mean,
Matt Ryan's 3 interceptions yesterday,
Yeah,
no
Matt was
touchdowns,
bad.
and laying up a goose egg.
Yeah, Matt was
I
bad.
couldn't even name who he
Come
was throwing
on.
to.
Against who? Jackson?
Against
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville,
They got-
24-0.
They got shut out.
Trevor Lawrence, 4 TDs. Your boy.
The nightmarish defense.
The
I know
nightmare
there's no
defense,
excuse
bro.
for that. But he was throwing it like Ashton Gibbs and all this. I don't know.
Ashton Gibbs.
I couldn't even name the people. That was
That's crazy.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Who was throwing Ashton? Who? Matt Ryan?
yeah. Michael Pittman he's the only person you care about on that team, and he was out.
Oh, he was out.
He was out. He
This
didn't
makes
play.
This makes a lot
That
more
affected
sense.
Jonathan Taylor. He had a terrible game yesterday too.
Terribly.
Hey, the two leading rushers from last season, Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry, have both so far are off to booty boo boo starts.
Saquon Barkley rushing title season loading.
Yeah, Daniel Jones can play somewhat decent.
What you mean?
So you're gonna open up a running lane for the
He's
man.
not making
So
throws.
in
They're
game one
stacking
against a better rushing defense, he gassed them for
Right,
like
he was going
180 yards.
Crazy.
Okay, last game they keyed him. Their game plan was to stop Saquon at all costs.
What do you think it's going to be every week?
Okay, that's fine. We can take advantage of that. We still won the game.
Please pass the ball. Micah going feast. Please pass the ball. I need that for his stats.
So he getting 1 sack at most next week.
Oh,
Probably
He's getting 1 sack at most.
I'm going with the over on that one.
I'm going with that. 1 sack
All
at
right,
most.
what's the bet?
I was going to say, what's on the line? Put the money where the mouth is.
Definitely going for more than
you,
1 sack.
You eat Chick-fil-A? You gonna owe him Chick-fil-A?
If he gets more than
If he gets more than 1 sack.
that's a terrible bet, by the way.
Oh, here we go.
Horrible
Now
bet.
it's a terrible bet.
When you put Chick-fil-A on the line, that's a bad bet.
Yeah.
I'm putting Chick-fil-A on a dub. On a dub. On a dub.
W, I'm not winning though.
On a dub, I'll put that on the table.
There's genuinely
The Giants are winning that game. The Giants are going to go 3-0.
only way I see you guys winning, and this is real. Only way I see.
Rush starting.
No, we have Mike McCarthy coaching.
He sucks.
The worst.
We have the coaching edge. Wait, by the way, we have the coaching edge. We have the coaching edge in that
By
game.
far.
Okay.
But you have Daniel Jones commanding.
No.
He's going out there and saying,
Y'all making him sound worse than me. I don't like the Daniel Jones. Y'all making him
Kill,
sound-
good.
Y'all making him sound way worse.
Daniel Jones, the guy young, the headset killed. Like that's the guy. Motion. That's Daniel Jones.
We're not being fair here. I'm just being honest. The Daniel Jones slander is ridiculous. He's up against Cooper Rush, the clear quarterback advantage and the clear coaching advantage.
What if
for
he
the
beat Baker
Giants.
by 3?
Huh? Okay, 2. The Panthers defense is actually good though. By the way, it's
And what's
different
our,
than the Bucs.
what's our defense? We led 2 touchdowns all year to Tom Brady and Joe Burrow. What's our defense?
Your defense is good too.
Not just
But-
good. That's
but
a great
Your defense
defense.
is good too, but I have more faith in my coaching than yours to figure it out and get layups in that game and enough layups to win that game. It'll be ugly. It'll be close. Whatever it's going to be, it'll be. But I think we're going to win that game.
13-10, one of
It'll be
those
an
type of
ugly
games.
game.
Yeah.
It'll be an ugly game. I don't think it's going to be a pretty one, but I
I
think
don't
Giants
think
win
Cooper
it.
Rush is afraid of Daniel Jones, though. I mean, he just played Joe Burrow, so.
Oh my
Yes.
Cooper Rush beat this bum Kirk last year easily. That's how I knew Kirk was trash.
But Kirk, we know Kirk body. You already know that.
way.
Kirk body.
Yeah, his body is not built for it tough. We already knew that.
2 games I want to touch on before we do our week 3 pick'ems. The Bucks Saints. Bucks get the win. They didn't really look that good though. Jameis, as you predicted, literally threw 3 interceptions. You literally said he was going to do that. So, but remember, he was in pain.
It was,
And
it was
Kamara
bad,
wasn't
though.
there.
It was bad.
Yeah,
Like they showed, they were open underneath routes, and he just doesn't even look at it.
I mean, when you got 4
it was
fractures,
3. It was 3 straight possessions in that fourth quarter where it was back to back interceptions.
Yeah.
They still had a chance to actually win that game.
Went back to Tampa.
Jameis, and also the thing is, there was a couple times where he got stripped, a couple times where he could have ran. You could tell that back is really fractured because he could have ran for a couple of those.
This is absurd.
Tannehill
They're
pick
getting
6.
spanked.
Wow.
This is why I didn't
They're
even turn the
getting
game on.
spanked.
The Bills started off slow, but I knew it was going to be 41-7. That sounds about right. Titans, as Greg said last week, the Titans is done up. And I picked the Bills to win the Super Bowl, by the way. But on the Bucks, I just want to ask this question. I know this is kind of blasphemous, so I'm going to tread lightly on this. But at what point do we start having a conversation about Brady falling off this cliff? Because Brady has not looked good these first 2 games. They won, and that's really because of the defense. But at what point do we start having this conversation like, hey, Father Time is catching up to Brady? And I know you want to probably allude to, so Father Time and Giselle, either or.
Giselle gave him the boot.
Brady is not.
Giselle gave him the boot.
Brady has not looked good this year. So is it, we talking about by halfway, week 8, if he's still putting up performances like this, like, all right, we're going to have that conversation, or when do we have that conversation?
What's the conversation about him falling off a cliff and Father Time catching up to him?
He hasn't looked good, bro.
I think he's got a lot of things going on. And I'm not the kind of person to make excuses for him. I hate Tom Brady. I hate him with all my heart. But at the same time, I don't like Tom Brady. I don't. But it's well known. Now knows this. Everyone knows this. No. But he's got a lot of external factors going on right now. All right? Where it would affect how Tom Brady is performed, right? So and he missed a lot of training camp because he was trying to figure out his life and all that stuff. And
You saw he's got a vet day
Every Wednesday now.
every Wednesday.
yeah, because he got to go try to kiss Giselle behind, make sure that she stays where she stays with him and all that stuff. So it's a lot going on in his life right now. So
But that's the thing.
football's not the complete priority like it always is.
I love that you brought that up. The football stuff is something that maybe we could have a conversation like, all right, he could fix this, he could fix that. O-line problems, stuff that's fixable. The off the field stuff, Giselle don't want him on the field. That's not getting fixed no time soon. And if that's the main factor leading in why he, at this point, 36 for 61, 402, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception on the season so far, if that's what the main factor is, that's not changing no time soon. Giselle not going to wake up and like, you know what? I'm glad you're still playing football. Nah, she like, nigga, you need to be home.
Nah, I think we're overreacting. It's Tom Brady. It's we're 2 games in. Like, look what he's done in his career. Like, are we really gonna overreact that he's not? Because he's not playing Baker Mayfield bad.
He's missing some guys too.
It ain't
And the O-line is a little beat up.
it ain't the same.
I think the fact that he's 2-0 with all this stuff happening
It's pretty crazy,
is
though.
scary.
I hate that guy so
No,
much.
it scares me. Like, because as soon as he get focused, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Everybody. Like, NFC's done up again because he's standing there waiting to just focus.
45 years old.
Unfocused Tom Brady is still leading his team to victories. I don't know what to say at this point. Bro, I don't know what to say. Like,
I don't know what to say at this point. It's crazy.
real talk. I have no idea what to say because it's like, all right, you got it. Like, what else?
Yeah.
I hate him too. Like, but what else can we do?
Come on, bro. That's crazy, man. The guy came back looking like he had face shots. It's
crazy. Like, he did cracking off season.
Yeah.
And he's 2-0.
He's getting face shots off season. That's what was happening to him.
Got Botox. And
Yeah, he had some doctor smacking his face like a baby behind. Yo, but I think they'll pick it up. I have minimal concern about that team unless the offensive line just continues to be like just bleeding. Micah Parsons will make anybody look bad, but my concern is somewhere in the middle there because obviously the out the field stuff matters, and if he can actually turn it around and get focused, then fine. But we don't even know we don't know where this is gonna go. It's just a roller coaster. You're talking about a dude who doesn't get involved with brawls. He's crazy. He'd be crazy on the sideline demonstrative by himself, but to get in a bit of a brawl.
I hope he's paying the fines and he's paying that 1 week salary for Mike Evans. Because Mike Evans literally told the ref, he said, what am I supposed to do? It's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Tom Brady literally called Lattimore a B twice. Hey, if I'm Mike, I get it. Football, you can't walk away from a fight.
Really
But hey,
Do we think that was racially motivated?
no.
They don't like each other.
They don't like each other because after the game, they asked him did he think he was going to get suspended. This man was like, nah, I ain't get suspended from 2017. They been beefing. He used that as an excuse to do that.
go light him up.
I'm just saying, Tom Brady, Tom Brady be talking cash crazy and be setting himself in situations to get rocked. I just hope he's actually going to pay the fines and the game and all that for the people that, stood up for this bum. And
For this bum.
I don't even not his talent, but him as a person. You talk cash crazy, and then you got everybody else got to fight for
Bro, he
you.
was talking crazy to Aaron Donald. Tom don't care.
That's my
He doesn't
point.
care who you are. He's going to call you.
My thing is, when it comes to Tom, at some point, I'll defend you because we're on the field, but I got to put you to the side. Hey, bro, if you're going to keep doing that, I'm not getting suspended for games.
Yeah.
I'm not doing none of that. Because you want to call people, like, come on, Tom. You know that's the line that you just not going to cross. Like, you might, for all we know, Tyrann Mathieu, you kind of alluded to that. He be calling players, hey, you nigger.
I think the headline of this segment should be Tom calls black men B words for sport.
Who else you going to call? The one white guy on the field? Hey, you! Random linebacker that gets in once every 12 snaps. Hey, you!
Yeah, everywhere he looks, it's another brother.
Exactly. Like,
If he was a conscious white man, a liberal white man, you would never call a black man. That's all I'm going to say.
hey, you playing football. You hit me. I might say some bad things. You hit me hard enough. For real. I might. What's his name? Rudolph.
Yeah,
I might Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph.
A few times. I might be like,
Yeah.
look, Miles Garrett tapped me like that. I might let it off. But
He let it off in the ER. No,
Yeah,
that was
it's like,
in his heart.
Yeah.
That was in his heart, bro.
Ray got sacked 3 or 4 times. I'm tweaking. I'm getting out loud. Like,
Get off me, you.
like, hey,
Get off my body, you.
like, apparently he was calling them monkeys and stuff. It's like, I'm wild too. Like, bro, you get hit like that, I'm bugging out.
Could you imagine what it sounds like when Joey Bosa, one of the Bosa brothers, hit Lamar Jackson?
That's it, bro. They always say like there's stuff that they can't say that people say on the football field. I'm telling you, they be going
They be
Nick
talking.
and Joey.
They be sacking people in the name of Trump, bro.
Going crazy. They be going crazy.
Oh,
goodness.
y'all sweating.
Before we go to week 3,
Oh,
are the 49ers' chances better now that Trey Lance is injured?
Hell yeah.
better. Oof, yeah. That's
I
great.
mean,
That's a
Jimmy
crazy
G's,
headline.
right?
Very comfortable in the
Yeah,
offense.
he's comfortable. He's a winner. This is what he does. I mean, Trey Lance kind of.
And he got hella incentives to play for it.
That is
Hella
he's drafting him in
incentives to
fantasy.
play for it.
Crazy
I know.
incentives.
It's tough luck.
350,000 a win? Come on.
Yo, the thing is too with Jimmy G. I think that we need to remember, because I heard somebody was talking about this. The crazy thing that about the whole Jimmy G situation, we've said it on the show too. The thought of he can't win you the big game, but Jimmy G gets you to the big game. That's something to think about. Like Jimmy G, he gets you Super Bowl and they was up by 10. Maybe like that's kind of a flawed logic. Yo, I'll get you to game 7. I got you all the way to 2 minutes. We was up, but nah, he can't win a game 7. I got you there 90% of the way.
Yeah.
I'm not the only person on the team. Shanahan.
That's a good point.
So I think that's something that we got to keep in mind with Jimmy G in regards to that. Like, yo, maybe he could actually win it, and maybe we need to start looking at other factors of why San Fran isn't winning.
Yeah. I think that's what their issue was though. It's like as a front office, you're the Niners, so you're one of the most consistently successful franchises in football. You don't want to just get there, like. Because most other teams would have accepted that and been like, you're still going to be the quarterback. We're not going to go get a rookie and try and replace you because you made it to the Super Bowl. You can do it again.
Yeah.
But the Niners are like, bro, we're always in the NFC title game. Like, we need to win that, and we need to win the bowl. Because who cares about the NFC title with the Niners? They've done it 10 times.
Right.
Yeah.
And the reason you draft Trey Lance is you're not looking like 2 or 3 years ahead. You're looking at like we want him to be the guy for the next 10 years at least.
Yeah.
And do we think Jimmy G's that guy? Probably not. But I don't think he's coming back after this year. But I
It
think
worked
he
out
can-
beautiful for them.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I think he
To
can
not
win this
actually trade
division.
him, because if they traded him, this is downhill for
Exactly
San
what they're
Fran.
talking about right now.
it's a win-win situation for them in that sense. Like, and Trey Lance gets a chance to watch another year of football. Hopefully, hit the film hard and come back next year and just have a better understanding of how to play defense, or do that, or go to the club again. But they have a chance. They have a chance to continue to build something long term for him to walk into and be successful with long term and run with it. And that's where you're at with them. But look, for their prospects this season, they have a chance. That team is the same team it was last year. What's the difference? Except for Kittle not being as healthy as he usually is. They're the same team. They have a chance to get out of there and get into the dance. They're always a contender. So here's what it is.
Our newest segment. Who's real? Who's fake? Detroit Lions. Real or fake?
I think they're real.
They're fake.
I mean, they put up 35 points in week 1.
Oh, Washington? Oh,
no, against the Eagles. So it's not like that was some pushover. You could look at the screen. They're about to be 2-0. They're the best team in the division. So
they got the best team in the division. They're the best team in the division.
We're talking about a team that has played the Lions and Kirk Cousins. They're not the best team in the division. They play bums.
Hey, listen, man. I'm not.
Jared Goff looked good. Jared Goff.
Who the best team in the division?
and I got St. Brown.
Hold on. Let's clarify what real means for this segment. What is real? A playoff contender? Real?
As of right now, these 2 games, are you believing them as being an actual better team? Who's real? Who's fake?
If they made improvement, yeah, they really got better. Are they really going to the playoffs? No. That's what I gotta say. That's what it is, right? Amon-Ra St. Brown is real. That's who's real. Okay, but that's what it is. Like the kid Aiden Hutchinson, he's real. But they got some building blocks. But are they a playoff team? No.
Can they beat the Packers?
Who? The Lions?
They didn't.
No.
The Packers won, but it was.
That's what they got next.
They didn't look good.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Aaron Rodgers ain't losing to them. Let's stop. Aaron Rodgers ain't losing to them. Let's stop with this disrespect for Aaron Rodgers.
That's the thing with Aaron, though. He loses to them teams he ain't supposed to lose to.
Not to the Bears.
Not to the Bears. That's when you go into a city and say you own the city, like you cannot lose the rest of your life. If he lost that game, he would have never lived it down. Yeah. But
he won't.
Like Aaron will drop one to some bums. Like that's it. He's known for it.
The Lions aren't
every spot but O-Block. He owns everything in Chicago. That's it.
The Lions ain't bums. Lions are a good team. They're better. They're legitimately better, and they're a fun team to watch. But are they a playoff team? No. They're gonna win about 8 games.
Who's real? Who's fake? Garrett Wilson.
Real.
Real.
He was real in college.
Why are you smirking like that?
He's real. Hey, well, he's real for y'all.
Just wake up 8.
He's real relative to the Jets.
8 catches, 102, 2 TDs.
That's nice.
And a back
Who
injury.
did that? Was Denzel checking him?
OBJ, so over here.
He thought Kadarius Toney was it.
Kadarius
was the guy. Kadarius ain't the guy. He ain't that.
Let's run this tape back.
We will.
When Terry scores for 100 against you guys.
I can't wait.
100
I
against
can't
y'all.
wait. I cannot wait.
If the game's coming, the Kadarius Toney game is coming. He got 200 last year.
Team did lose last year to this team. Bengals at the Jets. Who we got?
Cincy.
I just think it's the get right game for the Bengals.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
I think it's a get right game.
This team's embarrassed right now.
He acting too cool now because they won a game, bro. You see?
I don't care about this team.
And now you're too cool to wait till next week, huh? You're not gonna pick. You don't care about this game.
17 for 20. Wow.
No, I'm looking.
Remember, hey,
on the Pittsburgh.
Before the game season started, he said the Jets are going 11-6. That's what he said.
How?
What do you mean how?
I'm just trying to figure out like did you look at the schedule and then
No, we broke down every single game.
and you was like 11 times.
He was like Lamar Jackson win. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
11 times.
If the offense played like it did,
11 of them.
we could have won that game.
I mean,
What game?
The
Ravens
game. He
game.
said if the offense played how they played this week, they would have beat the Ravens.
It's not even like the Ravens played that great week 1. We just played awful on offense. So it's not like there was this big discrepancy.
but like that's gonna happen to y'all a lot. One side of the ball plays awful because y'all are bad. That's what makes it bad to eat. Like I don't know, bro. 11-6.
11, bro.
You know what?
I give y'all a 9.
Y'all won with Harry Styles playing.
Look,
It was a good win, but
it's a great win.
we'll see what happens.
Y'all want
Different
Flacco?
styles,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect the win with Flacco. That's crazy. I respect it, but 11?
So y'all beating the Bengals on Sunday? Y'all beating them?
Yeah.
What's your score?
11. We doing a score?
Do a score. I just want to hear what you're going. I just want to hear the blasphemy come out of your mouth.
24-17.
Y'all gonna score 24 points?
Yeah.
I could.
They scored 30 on against the Bengals.
No,
I
the
guess.
Bengals are
Oh, it's the Browns, I guess. Hey,
Y'all could do
Next
that.
one.
oh, that one's bothering
If
me.
Joe Burrow
I'm
go
picking the
there and
Bengals.
score
Get
17 points.
right.
That's
Get
the
the
game.
Bengals.
Yeah,
Picking the Bengals.
it's just not.
I gotta go conventional wisdom. I gotta be smart here. But someone's gotta be smart.
If
Bengals.
y'all lose, I don't want to see you for a couple weeks.
Look, if we lose and go 0-3, I don't want to see myself for a couple weeks.
Rams at Arizona.
Rams.
Yeah, if y'all lose, we're gonna get Cousin Skeeter.
Rams.
to take your spot.
Oh, I thought Hurts was on the ground hurt. All right, never mind.
That was him?
Stretch?
Yeah, he's getting stretched. I was like, that boy looked a little injured.
He's running in between tackles all
Hold on,
those
who'd
times.
you ask?
Rams Cardinals.
so, all that running in between tackles he's doing.
I'm going with the Rams.
Rams.
I'll take.
It's still got nightmares from that game in the playoffs last year. So
Yeah, in division games are hard. Like I said, I
I think they gonna run ram shot on the Cardinals.
They're not going to have an answer for Aaron Donald.
no one does.
And
No one ever does.
like
No
we
one
just
does.
talked about, their lack of wide receivers. Jalen Ramsey going to get active.
Yeah.
I think too the coaching aspect too. I just feel the Cardinals about to do some dumb stuff next game, and the Rams. Rams gonna get a nice talk about a get right game.
Yeah.
The Rams gonna be able to get right because Stafford hasn't really looked.
He's looking bad.
He hasn't looked right as
that
of
elbow's
yet.
not right.
Somebody did the surgery wrong.
I can see. Yeah, I'll take the Rams in that game. Conventional wisdom.
The battle of the goats, the Green Bay Packers at Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
That's a
I'm
Green Bay
saying
game.
Green Bay.
That's a Green Bay game.
What's his name? Mike Evans isn't going to be playing. He's suspended.
And with Tom's
Oh,
lack of
that's
focus,
right.
what are you going to do?
That's right.
Rashad Perriman? Yeah, I'll take Aaron Rodgers to win that game. They may roll him. Honestly, they might roll the Bucks.
I got the Bucks.
You got the Bucks? Do you think he's going to square things away with Giselle before he comes to the game?
We ain't never seen Tom have a problem with no wide receivers.
That's a
True.
fact.
Not
But
his
he's
issue.
not locked in. And you going against the
thing-
Aaron hates his whole team, along with his family and his coach. He's not winning that game.
The other thing is too
True,
though
he
with
does hate
the
his family.
with the two games though, the Tampa Bay Bucks have played really good defense. He's been relying on that D, kind of like in past years, some of those years in New England where Belichick was having those defenses playing crazy good. That's what as of right now, Tom kind of he could chill for a little bit how that defense is playing.
That's true.
So with this game and being that Green Bay, yeah, they had a get right game against the Bears. Now let's see. All right, did you really build chemistry with the wide receivers? How you gonna go against this Bucks defense?
Can you stop? If the Bucks can stop the run, it's a game they can win. But if they can't stop Aaron Jones, and this is a game they're going to lose. That's kind of the way I see it. Yeah. That's the way I see it. I think the Rashawn Gary and them dudes are going to give them some problems in the front line.
I feel like this is a big AJ Dillon game, though.
Yeah,
You got to wear this team down. And they're like
Mm.
6'3", 240.
and they'll do that. They'll do that. I think it's a
And
game
you can
the
swing
Bucks can
Aaron
win.
Jones out the backfield. Like, he's their best receiver right now, honestly.
Damn. It's true though. It is a winnable game for the Packers. I'll pick them, but I know I reserve the right to be wrong here because Tom Brady is. He could at any moment he can become Tom Brady again, but right now he's not. He's not.
2 more games, and this next one made me just think about this point that I wanted to ask y'all because I know you guys were big on Trey Lance is for the next 10, 15 years. In this situation, right? Don't disagree that he's for the next 10, 15 years, right? But the thing is, was this the right time to do it? Only reason I ask is because think about this. Trey Lance was given the starting job. He didn't have to earn it.
Mm.
Do you think they should have went about it in a different way, period? Besides the injury happening, should they have approached this differently? Nile alluded to it. Hey, we making it to the conference championship, Super Bowl. You don't just be like, all right, Jimmy G, sit on the bench. I think it would have been better. It was like, yo, training camp,
I feel like
Trey Lance is killing it. He beat him for the job. He just was given the job.
Well, Jimmy G's been out all training camp, all offseason because he had his shoulder surgery. So it's not like he could even compete for the job if they left it up to that. But
I mean, once the season ended, they already was having talks. You already know. And they was like, Trey Lance is going to be the starter.
I mean, he was the third pick. So at this point, you're not going to sit him for another year. Like, you have to at some point incorporate him into this team and build, some chemistry with this team going forward. Like Debo, Brandon Ayuk, Kittle. These guys are going to be here for the future. Jimmy G is not. So Trey Lance is the guy. I mean, depending on how Jimmy G does, do you bring him back next year? I don't think so. Regardless, he's out.
Yeah.
Then what does that say for Trey Lance?
You can't. You literally can't bring Jimmy G back.
Because that's really Jimmy G team.
Because this is almost like Packers Jr. because they drafted a quarterback. They already had a guy who has led them to a Super Bowl, anticipating, all right, he's going to be gone at some point. And then
Still plays at a high level.
Plays at a high level. So
That's the thing too is after this game,
Yeah.
it's been which has been the thing with San Fran since Trey Lance got drafted. Oh, we're hearing reports that players in the locker room now feel better that Jimmy G is a starter. You can't bring Jimmy G back. The locker room is really divided. And yes, Kirk Cousins threw a
Oh no, that was one of the worst.
That was one of the worst picks I've ever seen. He's ass.
Oh my
Is that
God.
Darius Slay? That's flag. He's coming back.
San Fran at Denver. That's tough. That's tough too for Russ. You gotta go against San Fran now.
I think San Fran's gonna beat him up. I think the
This
coaching,
is why they should have won those first two games.
Who's
Now
on
you got
offense?
San Fran
that's tough. I think San Fran's gonna roll him.
in
wait, who
Denver
are they
too.
playing? They're playing the Broncos?
Broncos.
They're not gonna ride nowhere next week.
Broncos have a
Broncos got it.
They're gonna get rolled. They're gonna get rolled.
I think Jerry Judy's hurt too. So now
Yeah,
you
when he
got
drops the
Sutton.
ball, when he's there, he's dropping the ball anyways.
Oh, yeah.
He drops the ball a lot. That's the reality of it. I think the 49ers are going to roll. I think we all are in agreement with that. I don't know if anyone here disagrees.
Nah, no
Because they're going to
disagreement.
put pressure on them. Like Nick Bosa, all these guys. 49ers still have a good defense.
Yeah.
When
And
we
it's
talk,
not like they're lighting the league on fire. They just scored 16 points against the Texans.
Yeah.
when we
They're
look,
just really well
when
coached.
we look
though.
at the Broncos schedule, this is why a Seahawks team that everybody expected, hey, Russ gonna get busy back in Seattle, didn't happen. Barely beat the Texans. You have a situation where you got the 49ers coming up, the Raiders, the Colts, and the Chargers. Some pretty tough schedule for Denver right there.
I mean, they'll get that Colts win. Hopefully.
The
Stop the
game
run, baby.
that we talked about
Right.
before the show even started. Dallas, New York.
Giants by a field goal. At home, it's going to be loud. It's going to be loud as all hell in there. And it's not a game that any Cowboys fan should have shame in losing. If Dak was playing, they would win. The Giants are rebuilding.
It's about Mount Rushmore. This is what we're doing. We're putting him on a pedestal.
Who?
He's gonna lead this team to a victory on Monday night.
Who is?
Rush.
Yes, sir. Cooper Rush. Getting a W. 100%.
You're the most unserious person I ever met in my life.
Look, we're not going to turn the ball over. And we're going to play great defense.
You guys are going to turn the ball. You guys almost gave them the ball twice.
Almost.
No, they dropped it. They
on
dropped
I turn it over. We got
Oh, they got someone. There you
Yeah,
go.
that was weak.
There are a couple picks you
That's
got
just
dropped too.
That's
no?
just Dalton Schultz weak.
clean ones too. Not like
Get back soon, Dalton Schultz. We need a tight end. We ain't got nothing tight end.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. I think the Giants win that game by 3. Home field advantage.
We got Michael Gallup coming back too. So
Before you
We're
head
winning.
out, who you got?
I got the Giants. 'Cause I think Saquon's gonna be the X factor.
Fair, very fair. He's saying rush. Yo,
I can't talk nothing on
Yo,
Rush.
don't-
He plays
don't
sleep
sleep on
on
my
my
guys that
I
get
can't
five.
talk. Look at him.
My 5
our
yards.
defense is gonna cause him problems.
I'm in agreement though with Nile and Miles. I got the Cowboys winning this one. I
You
think
about to
the
be a Cowboys
win.
fan again.
Yeah, right. It's just a matter of time for you.
Don't forget.
It's worth mentioning he was a prior Cowboys fan, and there's some
I
bias
give-
here.
I
That's all
give
I'm saying.
I give mad respect to Nile to stay apart, to be
Bro,
loyal
you know
to
how many
the
times?
Cowboys.
Every year I'll be considering Might jump ship.
Who would be your
I'm going Lamar. Wherever Lamar goes.
That's good.
Wherever
Hey,
Lamar goes, I'd be a fan of. If I wasn't a Cowboys fan, I'd be a Lamar fan.
I had to do it. Son on the way. My wife was like, "What team he gonna rock?" I said, "It's not the Cowboys. We'll figure it out once he get here."
Yeah, that's it. You signed it, because my father did the exact opposite.
Oh.
And look what my life is now.
All I'm gonna say about the Giants Cowboys game is I said it already. Giants have the QB edge. They have the coaching edge.
Bro, Daniel Jones is not better than Cooper Rush.
Yes, you see.
Here's the thing.
That's the kind of blasphemy you sign up for.
Okay, give me 5 quarterbacks. Seriously, that Daniel Jones is better than. Actually, and that is not a debate.
Well, it's certainly Cooper Rush. I'll tell you that. And Cooper Rush is a backup in the league. He ain't
I
starting.
was gonna say, are we even including Cooper Rush in the conversation?
No, he's not. But he just said he's not. He just said he's not.
Let's talk about
now,
starters.
He just
Cooper Rush.
said.
That's fine. That's fine. You can have that. I'll give you that in your 5, and you're still not getting 5. You got him and Baker. Now where else you going? Because Davis Mills is way better than Daniel Jones.
No, he's not. Davis Mills not better than Daniel Jones. Davis Mills not better. Baker's not better. What's his name? What's dude's name?
Marcus
Mariota. Kirk is better right now. Marcus Mariota is not better than Daniel Jones. Marcus Mariota is not better than Daniel Jones. Zach Wilson's not better than Daniel Jones.
How about Mac Jones? Mac Jones.
Mac better than Daniel Jones.
McCorkle is not better than him. McCorkle is not better than Daniel
McCorkle
Jones.
is the better Jones.
Yeah, I think Mac.
He said McCorkle was the better Jones.
This is what it is. Mac is better for sure.
Look.
What about Jared Goff?
Jared.
He threw 4 TDs.
Jared Goff is better.
I would give Jared Goff the edge in that conversation. I think he is better, actually. I actually do think he's better. But no, I come up with at least 3 guys I think are better. I think Daniel Jones is James. He said he's better than James Winston in my opinion. Yeah, he is. James Winston's not even a serious
better than
being. He's the most unserious person I've seen in my life.
Okay, he can be unserious.
No.
Daniel Jones is
He's an unserious quarterback. He makes unserious decisions with the football. His unseriousness off the field relates to his unseriousness on the field. He's unserious. He's not a serious human being. Jameis Winston is not. Anybody who eats their fingers is not serious. He is not fit to be a starting quarterback of an NFL team. So no, he is not better than Daniel Jones.
No, he's better, but it's okay.
He's not better than Daniel Jones either.
For sure,
I've given you about 5 guys right there.
No, you did, but Jameis is better. that last one you tried to squeeze in, I'm not giving you. Jameis
better,
is better.
Jameis is a bridge guy.
Jalen Hurts is way better. Look at what he's doing.
With what? With what around him though?
What around him though? You love doing this whole with what around Daniel Jones.
The best offensive line, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. I'm just saying, with what around him? What am I giving Daniel Jones? Kenny Galladay, bum ass. Okay, so what am I doing? What are we talking about?
Man, last year he was banging the table like yo.
Right.
Last year I was banging the table. And before the season started, I was banging the table. When the season started, he had 0 touchdowns. So no, I was dead wrong.
He did have 0.
Hey, you already know the vibes. You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. Bitch, Mobbing and TV out. Peace.